Hey guys, Jake here with Akemona. Today we are talking with Quincy Jones of CUEBOOM. CUEBOOM and Quincy recently announced a Testing the Waters campaign on the Akemona platform. So we wanted to sit down with them and learn why CUEBOOM. So with that, Quincy, thanks for being with us today. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Hi everyone. My name is Quincy Jones. I'm from Pasadena, California. I am the founder of CUEBOOM, which is a music interactive app, which connects the audience with all of our DJs in any locality, depending on sporting events, weddings, parties, bars, or clubs, or even your occasional live event. Basically, why CUEBOOM? I chose to do CUEBOOM because when I was in college, we kind of had a barter system with our bartender. We would grab drinks and hand them off to our DJ, our local DJ, in order for him to play songs. And in that situation, it got a little messy one time, and we ended up spilling drinks on the DJ set, which caused the music to, stop for like probably 20, 30 minutes within that event. And from there, I birthed the idea of CUEBOOM. Basically, I was like, let's think of a way that connects everyone that's in this event to the DJ. So you do it through a music request app that allows the audience to request songs as well as tip the DJ during the performance.
Well, yeah, I love the idea. We've all been out before, and there's always either someone hogging the jukebox playing music no one wants to hear, or a DJ that kind of playing their own music that we appreciate, kind of keeps people moving, but you kind of wish you had that way to request a song and you send the DJ a drink and they spill it, huh? So you came up with this more efficient system to facilitate that, huh? So, well, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a great story there, great inspiration. With that though, so you've been around for a couple of years now. You want to scale the app, and you've chosen to pursue the crowdfunding approach here. Why crowdfunding? What inspired that?
So a lot of the times we come from backgrounds where there are not a lot of investment opportunities that are open to, people from specifically my background and others, that allows crowdfunding not only to give a sense of community of an app and allow people who truly believe in your app have a chance to invest, but it opens it up to a larger network that I might not have access to, as well as the next person. So I thought crowdfunding was the best way to reach out and trying to find the right investors to scale this app into something bigger. And that being so, it's just the best thing to do at this time, and that's the decision I made to move forward with CUEBOOM.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it makes sense too. Yeah, the ability to expand that investor network, and I think on the flip side too, to give investors opportunities to invest in this type of opportunity that historically hasn't existed. Me as a normal investor, I can't just give money to an app like yours or one of those other apps and see it go off the ground, unless it's like GoFundMe or Kickstarter or something like that. But this is,
Right.
I'm actually investing. You're fractionalizing the ownership, and so that's awesome.
Right.
I guess.
Sorry, not to cut you off, but
Yeah,
it gives also opportunities to people like me who my app might not be in a field with other higher investment profiles and different things like that. So it's just a great opportunity.
Yeah, no, I love it. Well, I think to keep that on that same line of questioning, we're going crowdfunding. There's this traditional model, paper securities, but you chose tokenization. You're choosing to crowdfund through tokens. What inspired that? Why the tokens?
Simply, tokens and e-wallets, they're all the future of where we're headed. So I thought for my company, that was the best decision to make in that time, because we're literally moving fast pitch into that. And as like I mentioned, it gives other opportunities, and it's a safe and secure way in order to invest. So that's just something that was a no-brainer to me in choosing tokens.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I guess to kind of keep that going, do you ever see with your app the integration of any type of digital wallets where I can use my crypto or my digital currency to pay these DJs?
Yes, that's definitely in the future, and something that I need to instill, and that's why I'm kind of looking for an investor to do more in that scale. But that's just something that definitely needs to take place on the app, because like I said, it's the future of currency as we know it.
Yeah, nice. Well, we at Akemona have to agree with you on that. So Well, I guess with someone with your background, you didn't really go into your work background much, but I guess really quickly, can you tell us a little bit about that? Because that kind of leads me right into my next question too.
Yeah, so basically for over 8 years, I worked for the #1 record label in America, which is Universal Music. It might be more than just America, but I work for Universal Music. And what I did over there is I cleared samples for new and upcoming songs. So I was able to work with, large record labels and even top lawyers in the industry and record producers, artists. It was a beautiful job to do for 8 years. But in working for that job, it taught me, the big corporation space and kind of the things that I need to know in building my own business and taking from that. So it was a great learning experience, and it helped me and my personal passion for music. I love music. As you know, my name is Quincy Jones. I'm named after a famous producer, so that's something that I've known my whole life. But this is something that my passion for music, it instilled the idea. It was like the idea was always in the back of my head, and it just brought it out.
Yeah, well, I get that's awesome. And Quincy Jones, when I got introduced to you, Quincy Jones was like, wait a minute, Quincy Jones, we're gonna meet Quincy Jones, and so, but you are the Quincy Jones too, right? You are Quincy
Right.
Jones, so.
Sorry to disappoint you if I wasn't 88 and my middle name isn't Delight. So if I
Yeah,
disappointed you
no
in that way.
but with your background though, so with that experience in the music industry, with your long experience working, at all of you've done, how do you see crowdfunding and tokenization potentially revolutionizing or changing the music industry, or even how fans and artists can interact? I mean, do you have any just thoughts on that? On with the background you have, how
Yeah.
could potentially change artist fan interaction, and just the whole industry? The whole industry.
So I mean, you got to think music now is all about trends, right? You can A song can appear on TikTok, and 2 weeks later, the person who made the song on TikTok is getting a 360 deal from a major record label, which is huge, right? And we all know that in coming with going in these labels and finding the right counsel and finding, the right people on your team to help you get there, it can become a sense of a community in that way. Like simply simply putting forward a song, you still need to pay for your record costs, you need to pay for your marketing, you need to pay for, the basic essentials to have a successful song. So I think when it comes to crowdfunding, you have an opportunity to where on a platform like Akemona, you can reach out to people and they're able to invest in a potential future for different artists that work in music. I mean, not only that, they're already taking, cryptocurrency when it comes to, different concerts and paying for tickets and different things like that. So I think there's a real future behind it. And if you're an artist, this is something to jump on now because we have your artists who work for major labels, but then you have your independent artists who might not have the same backing. And I mean, as we know it, I currently work for the music industry, so I'm gonna keep it as candid as I can. But when you sign up for a big record label, it's basically a loan that you don't physically pay back in cash. You pay it back in your masters and in your songs. So, I think we both see there's an opportunity for, crowdfunding to help in that process. And it's helped some of the most independent artists today become what they are today. So it's a trend, and it's a trend that needs to be hopped on as quick as possible.
Yeah, we totally agree. I think that, the dream, right, would be to be able to give independent artists the ability, or any artist, right, the ability to allow their fans come in, help power that, the success, and allow an artist to create art, whether it be music, art, a DJ set, whatever it is, right? The ability to create what their fans want and not have to worry about this big, back end corporation that's focused on one thing or another, but really just be able to connect with their fans, let their fans take part, and it's just create this community, like you were saying. So that's kind of what we're trying to do here too on our end. But well, I guess with that, I mean, is there anything else about CUEBOOM that we should be talking about? What else? Is there anything else you want to share with us? Or
like I said before, I'm trying to be as straightforward as possible, but I believe and witness CUEBOOM being the future of music interaction. And basically, my app alone builds fan engagement in anywhere they're at. We've had a number of testings We've done a number of live streaming events to where our DJs online are able to communicate with an audience all over the world and send in requests and seeing tips. And it's one of the most happiest feelings ever. I can't pitch that enough, but it gives the opportunity to, you know, if we scale, or when we scale, I should say, it gives the opportunity to have a lot of people involved in something that's great. And that's just something that we want to do at CUEBOOM. I mean, at the end of the day, music heals. And I really believe music heals. So it's one of those things that the more people we have on this thing and the more people in fan engagement, it's just going to be something big in the future.
So Quincy, you know, there are other crowdfunding platforms out there, but you've chosen Akemona. So I have to ask you, why Akemona?
It's simple. Akemona is a pioneer of what they're doing. And that's just something that we can relate to at CUEBOOM. I like how I feel like their network and what they believe in when it comes to, you know, musicians, athletes. Akemona, they have a bigger focus on smaller investors and movements such as myself and entrepreneurs in order to move forward into the future through their securities. And I just thought that was the best choice for me and what I had going with CUEBOOM. So Akemona it's helped me, and not only you guys have a great team, and the outreach is like, it's kind of like I'm in a conversation with friends and working for an organization that's looking out for my best interests as well. So it's something that made me feel like I was at home. So that's why I chose Akemona and everything that you guys believe in. And I know we're going to do great things in the future. So that's just the tip of the iceberg for me with you guys. We're starting now. It's been up to a great start, and I see great things in the future.
Yeah, huge community. So, well, where can we learn more about CUEBOOM?
We can learn more about CUEBOOM. We have a, you know, Instagram, CUEBOOM @CUEBOOM. We have a Facebook page that you can find. And, you know, me personally, I'm this type of guy. You can reach out to me whenever to find out more or learn about more. We're in the Apple store as well. So you can download the app and, you know, take a look and just see how you like it. I think we have a product out that makes anyone want to come back and get on our app. And once it takes off, I can't wait for this app to be a beautiful thing. Seriously.
Yeah, well, we wish you best of luck. We're excited to see how this Tesla Water campaign goes, and we'll check back in with you when you go live with your offering.
Right, I appreciate that. No,
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys for even taking the time and opportunity to get to know me more and how I came up with the idea and how I think crypto is the future in crowdfunding. So I really appreciate the time and opportunity you gave me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for being with us today.
All right, you.
Thanks.
Bye.